Alright, here's a brief video to direct you on how to comment on your partner's paper. First, this is the instructions which are already on the assignment when you post, but we'll discuss them now. You're going to make 3 comments on your partner's paper. Before you can do that, though, you need to find it. I don't know, for some of you, this is the first time you're using Canvas. Let me model how to find it. So there are 2 ways of seeing your partner's paper once you've signed up with a partner, which means you've emailed me and I've turned it on. The first way is to go to the home page of the website, and you're going to, on the right-hand column here, I like doing this because I think it's awesome. You're going to have a to-do list, and that to-do list indicates what you should click to. So it'll say review and the name of the assignment, in this case thesis. Another way of finding it is to go on to the calendar section and click on the assignment title. And when you click on the assignment title, it'll pop up to a page like this. And then this is, for you guys, it'll just have the one assignment. And then on the right, you'll see this. And it indicates that's the peer review you need to complete. So what makes the most sense to me would be starting here, go to the home page, and from the home page, you're going to look to the to-do list. That to-do list will have, once your partner posts a thesis claim, we'll have the exact thing for you guys to do. So once you click on it, you'll open it up and it'll look something like this. Now, this is another student's paper for a different assignment. So the topic itself is going to be a little bit off, but I'm going to model the 3 things here that you're checking for. The first thing you want to check for is that it's got a clear topic. So here, these are the instructions again. You want to make sure that you have a clear topic. And that means you're going to click on the icon, and I'll show you that click in just a second. And that's going to let you point to where you want the comment to be. And you're checking that got an active position and something specific and arguable that is clear. Okay? So I go back to my assignment, and I click on this little icon here that says point comment. And I click on the point comment, and then I'm looking for the verb, and there's uses. So this is going to be, and I'm going to write here, topic, position. Then I'm going to make my comment. So this lets them know exactly what they need to consider fixing. Here, it's the use of symbolism, which is the darker or lighter. Symbolism is the topic. To show the darker or lighter tones of the story is the position. And you guys are going to have a little bit different one because it's going to be for a larger text, but then I make my comment here, right? And then I would probably say, make verb more active than uses, right? But I make my comment about how they can make this better. Now, there's always more than one comment that could be made. Your job is not trying to use all of them, but to make one solid one that's going to help them make your thesis better. Now, I'm going to make a comment after they've made their comments. And I'm going to actually literally comment on what they comment on. So this is going to be a nice exercise for you to be able to align how well you're understanding how writing's supposed to be. Next, you're going to... Next, what we're looking for is going to be, and we go back to my directions. Check the rationale. So what we're looking for is if the so what is there, and then it escapes as something from the real world. It can't just say, thus the reader wants to read. It has to explain something significant about the world the reader exists in. It has to escape the story itself, in this case, the multiple stories itself, to say something significant. Let's go back and look at our sample. And I click on my little icon here, and I click on point comment here, and I use darker, lighter tone story by using the changes in the weather to illustrate the misogynistic troubles women suffered in the time period. Right? And then here, misogynistic troubles women suffered in the time period is the so what. Certainly it gets outside into the real world. They need to, well, that didn't work. So I need to write rationale, specify period, and reshape into 2 sentences. Use the word thus. Right, and what I'm hinting on here is that the way this is shaped, the misogynist troubles that women suffer in the time period is obviously not specific, but it also can be made better by making sure the so what is made to feel like a so what, not simply stuck at the end of a thesis claim. So here's the separate. If you don't feel like you're arguing something, one of the techniques is to split these into two separate sentences, so you can make it clear what that argument really looks like or feels like, and that's what we've got here. The last thing we check for when we look for a thesis statement is, how about the shape of it, qualifier RPT? And I've already made a kind of comment on this. I've suggested here that, but I'll be specific, because you need, in order to receive credit for this, you need to make 3 points. So you can just make a general click on top and put shape. And then on your comment, you'll write down, in this case, I'll put use 2 sentences. And I already kind of hinted at it after I told them to specify the period. But you get a sense here of why that would be the case. Use 2 sentences as a shape alteration. Now, I can also suggest them to rewrite it. I can also qualify it. So there could be something like, I could say switch the position of the rationale. So in the turn of the century, the misogynistic struggles of women is seen through is demonstrated by symbolism, blah 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 blah. I think the structure is fine, so I didn't make that suggestion, but that's the kind of thing I can consider doing, depending on what they have written. You have to make the comments on their paper. It's, again, something that's required of you in order to receive credit and move forward, but I'm hoping you'll get a benefit from this process because your partner is self-selected. You emailed me their title by 6 p.m. today, and I let you have access to it. Once they post, you'll see. And this will be something that should be straightforward and easy to do. I want to thank Abel for indirectly being my example here, because I only commented on the side. I hadn't made the official comments with the little clicky icon here that you guys are going to be doing. So the 3 comments is what I want to see. And what I'm going to do, just so you know, is I come here and I hit reply, and then I'm going to add something through it, so you can get a sense of what you've done correctly and what needs to be improved. Thanks. I look forward to reading your thesis claims, and I hope this dedicated writing time is being productive.
All right, I want to make a brief narrated lesson to demonstrate how to peer respond your partner's paper. They should be submitting a body paragraph that they are writing today, and their body paragraph should consist of the 5 essential parts: a topic, which is a mini thesis, an embedding that sets up the quote, a quote that has implicit information that needs to be explained that can support their claim, analysis 1 that unpacks, and analysis 2 that makes the so what clear. You're going to be making 5 comments to get there. Now, they should have, in rewriting their thesis, they should have rewritten another thesis already, and they're going to make a simplified version of that for their topic sentence. You're not going to see the thesis, you'll only see the topic, most likely. And then they should have done this already, so they should have had words that they found from a quote they think does that, and this is what they should have used to get them into their body paragraph. And now you're going to help them out. Maybe they made a mistake, they forgot something, they forgot the embedding, or they were confused, and now you're going to kind of give them a kind of push along the way. So I want to model for you how this is going to look. You'll be on your home page. You'll log into our Canvas home site. In the bottom right-hand corner, there'll be a to-do list. That to-do list will include something for you to grade. You'll click on it. It'll say like peer review, blah, 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 blah for you guys. You'll click on your peer review. Now, the other way to find it is to go to the assignment itself that you submitted in the upper right-hand corner of the assignment itself. It'll say peer review as well. So when you click on it, it will say peer review over here on the right-hand side. For me, it says something else, but that's where your peer review might be. So there's 2 ways you can find it. The easiest, of course, is just the homepage in the to-do section. You've been assigned a partner, they've submitted. Once they do, you can see it here to the right. Next, you click on your paragraph. This is what it might look like. Thank you, Zhang. And you will make 5 comments. So the first thing is, and we've seen this paragraph before, and I'm just modeling what it would look like. We have here a topic sentence that lacks specificity and written over 2 parts. So, needs specific, or right here, topic, needs specific rationale from quote made clear. And that of course is that the vice principal become corrupt cops of Nor, right? And here it's not made clear what's happening, even though they use two sentences to get there, or in this case, one large sentence has been fixed, right? So that's the kind of comment I would make. How do I know it needed that? Well, because you need to know some specific part of what it looked like, right? And here, instead of specifying, it just says the microcosm of high school. That specificity was missing. Now, it's okay that when you make this check, you may or may not get it right. For both the writer of the paragraph and the reviewer of the paragraph, mistakes are a normal part of the learning curve. Those mistakes are critical then for me to be able to explain what it is you're doing wrong if and when we meet next week. So having done this work sets the groundwork for more understanding about what you'll eventually need to fix in your own writing. Let's look at our next one. So we'll look at the embedding. And remember here we decided that our embedding was missing some essential facts. Right? Mainly, of course, the murder of his girlfriend, right? This is, or former girlfriend, really, right? But you get the idea. It's missing here some essential facts. I should have labeled that. And that embedding has to be complete, right? Our next is a quote. I judge the quote, and here I've got a great term like bulls that needs clarification. Needs unpacking. This is good. Right? We want to have quotes that have done packing. They flash their dusty standards. Again, needs packing. Good. And then once you get there, once you get to at least two moments that have to be explained, you've got a nice quote. Now this has more in it, so it's got terms like yeg and pen. It's got all this good Nor dialogue that's being applied to high school that needs unpacking, which is what I wanted to get at, right, about the corrupt cops. So here I can write here, quote, rocks, right? Because it's got this great stuff to unpack. Finally, what I'm looking now for is analysis 1 and analysis 2. And what we know we're getting it is because analysis 1 unpacks it, and we want to make sure we have a little bit of tell, but mostly show. And any moment you feel like it's pure summary or too much summary, your comment would be, this is too much show and too much tell and not enough show. Or if you want to be more sophisticated, you could say this needs to be more explicit, not implicit. Right, if that makes you feel better. But I like show and tell. So in the Nor genre convention, the bulls would be cops and most likely incompetent ones that fail because of the rules. So here, this is Brendan's friend in school, associate principal, but the referent has formed enough powerless. This is good analysis, right? So this is one of those things where I write here, good A1, a little tell, a lot of show. And if you remember from the sample in the class, I had rewritten this into one larger sentence, which makes it even better because it took out some of the double repetition from sentence to sentence. But you're not judging that right now. All you care about is, does this A1 unpack, right? And then does the A2 eventually that comes explain the so what? Why does it matter that now that I've proven there's a corrupt cop in high school, what does it matter? And here this is A2. Thus, the reason for Brendan's rejection of social norms is justified and encouraged by the high school student body to stand up for the inept institutional power. So, good clarity. So what made clear? And that's the kind of thing we're looking for. Now, if you forget how to do any of these steps, like you said, you're like, wait a minute, what makes a good analysis 1? What makes a good analysis 2? I'm going to email you this. And it's a direction that walks you through what should be said for each thing. So here's your topic sentence. These are the kinds of things you might want to write if it's good, the kind of things you might want to write if it needs improvement. Here's your embedding. Again, like motivating you to find the thing you need. Does it have critical details? Is it too long? Is it not long enough? Is there some idea that's not clear? Those are the kinds of things you'd write. You might say, you've got all the information, but it's unclear. Like, for example, an already committed crime was unclear. The quote itself, you're looking for implicit meaning, at least two moments of it. Analysis 1 and analysis 2. And so this will be sent with you. You can use this as a guide to go back to your partner's paper and hopefully